All right. Welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive.
Always exciting to be back.
Absolutely. And today we're going to be diving into something I think a lot of people struggle with, especially when we talk about, self-improvement or achieving big goals.
Right.
We have this piece called Chote Kadman Kitakat. Did I say that right?
Yeah, you got it. The power of small
The
steps.
power of small steps. Okay, awesome. Now, this isn't just about, checking things off your to-do list. This is about tackling those massive goals that, sometimes feel completely impossible.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the piece does a really good job of using a story to illustrate this. It's not just some theoretical concept.
Yeah, stories make it real. That's how we connect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's jump into it. So we have this young woman, Rhea, super ambitious, big dreams, wants to start her own business.
The entrepreneurial spirit, right?
Totally. But here's the thing. She's just completely overwhelmed. Like the thought of all the steps involved, the planning, the resources, it's just paralyzing.
Oh, I know that feeling. It's like, where do you even begin?
Right. And she's kind of stuck in that fear, right? That analysis paralysis.
Classic. Happens to the best of us.
And then she comes across, as you do these days, scrolling through social media, and she sees this post.
Whoa, social media wisdom. Gotta love it sometimes, right?
Sometimes. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's, But this one, it hits her. The post says, Tumhe pura seda nahi dekna, bas pela kadam uthao. Basically, you don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step.
I mean, it sounds simple, almost too simple.
Right. Like we've all heard that before. But for some reason, and I think the piece does a good job of explaining this, it's the timing. It's Rhea's mindset at that moment.
Oh, absolutely. The right message at the right time can be a game changer.
It's like a light bulb goes off.
Yeah, you're right.
So instead of trying to, have this perfect business plan from day one, she decides, okay, what's one small thing I can do today to learn more?
Love that approach. Break it down. Make it manageable.
Exactly. So, one day it's reading a chapter in a business book. Another day it's listening to a podcast. Maybe she reaches out to someone on LinkedIn who's already doing what she wants to do.
It's like building a mosaic, isn't it? Each little piece might seem insignificant on its own, but put them all together.
Beautiful picture, right?
Exactly.
And that's what happens with Rhea. Months go by and it's not about, massive action every single day. It's consistency.
The power of consistency. It's incredible what it can do. It's like that saying, dripping water hollows out stone, not through force, but through persistence.
Totally.
Yeah.
And, she builds this knowledge base. She starts to build confidence. And guess what?
She launches her business.
She launches her business. And not only does she launch it, but it's successful.
That's amazing. What a testament to the power of those small steps, right?
It really is. And I
Right.
think that's what's so inspiring about this whole story. Because it's like, she didn't have to have all the answers at the beginning. She just had to start.
Yeah, it reminds me of something I heard. I think it was a quote by Martin Luther King Jr. He said, "Take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step."
Powerful.
Right.
It's like that message she saw, but, from a completely different source.
Exactly. It's a universal truth.
And the piece ends with this great quote. It's Rhea reflecting on her journey. She says, "Jahan wahan se shuru karo, jo palas hai, uska istemal karo. जो कर सकते हो वो करो तुम्हें पूरा रास्ता देखने की जरूरत नहीं बस अगला कदम देखना है."
Which basically means start from where you are, use what you have, do what you can. You don't have to see the whole path, just the next step.
Wow.
Right.
I mean, it's so simple, but it's so powerful. And I think that's the takeaway here. It's like, what's that one small step that you can take today towards something that maybe you've been putting off or that feels overwhelming?
Yeah. What's your next step?
And maybe it's just, 5 minutes of research. Maybe it's sending one email. Maybe it's just writing down your goal, like actually putting it on paper.
Yeah. Sometimes that's the hardest part.
It is. But those small steps, they really can add up to something incredible.
And even if you stumble along the way, those small steps help you get back up and keep going.
Because it's not about perfection, it's about progress.
Exactly.
So there you have it, another deep dive and a powerful reminder to never underestimate the power of small steps.
Until next time.
See you then.